Welcome to the Hustle Culture Podcast. My name's Sloan, and let's dive in.
Hi guys, what is up? Before we jump into today's podcast, I want to let you know what book I'm currently reading. Currently, I just finished actually today reading Wildflower by Drew Barrymore. It's very interesting. She's definitely, I've researched her before, and she definitely had a very interesting childhood and everything. So when I saw her book, I definitely wanted to read it and learn more. I think she's definitely an inspiring person. What she went through in her childhood was able to overcome and kind of redevelop herself. She's just an inspiration to me and everything. So I was really excited to read her book, and it was a very easy read. I read it in probably 4 or 5 days. I don't know if that's just because I was very interested in it that I was able to get it done so quickly, but it was. Hi guys, what is up? Today is episode 10 of the Hustle Culture Podcast. I'm very excited for this episode because I kind of think I'm a little bit of a nerd about this subject. I've been really interested in it forever. I've kind of grown up around surrounding everything that goes with it. And it's going to be talking about how to save money. Realistically, a lot of the tips that I've heard are not realistic for 21-year-old kids, essentially college kids. They're meant for older people. However, I'm going to give you some realistic tips that work for me and see what you can do with them. So my first tip is to set a monthly goal. I am huge about manifesting, and I think when I set a goal, somehow the universe works in mysterious ways and I'm able to make it. Currently looking at my goal right now, and unfortunately not all the time you're going to make the goal. I think that goal was really bold and we had some unexpected events and stuff, emergencies happen. However, I think it's awesome to set a monthly goal versus just letting your money come and go whenever, wherever. I don't track my money. I've tried to in the past. It just is not realistic for me. However, I'm always conscious that little purchases add up, and I do check my bank account here and there. However, I don't track every single purchase. And I use an online banking app, so it kind of does track it for me. And I have it set to roll over into my savings account. However, I try not to do that whenever possible. I've been investing my money since before I was born. My parents have had an investment account set up for me from the day I was born. And I just turned 21 recently, and when you turn 21, you are allowed to have access. If you're a full-time student, you're allowed to have access to your investment account. So my parents, very blessed that they did that for me. So I try and invest any extra money I get that, if I wasn't expecting it, if I get a gift that is money. If I wasn't expecting it, I try and invest it. Don't just put it in my checking account. It all adds up. Compound interest is kind of a wild thing. I've only had my personal investment account open right before I turned 18, I believe. So it's been 3 years since I've had my personal investment account set up. So it's slowly growing. Dividends each month keep getting bigger and bigger. We've definitely gone through some highs and lows, so I try not to check it that much. Unfortunately, I used to get into the habit of checking it daily, hourly. However, that's just insane, and nothing I do, no matter how many times I check it, will change what is going to happen. So, Sloan from the future here, is that not true? That nothing you can or do will change the stock market? Obviously, currently, anyone who is in the stock market is dealing with their own opinion on everything here. I mean, just Sloan from the future here, throwing in my 2 cents. I'm big on free stuff. I'm kind of a cheapskate, I'd say. I like good quality stuff. And however, if it's just something here, something there, I try and find it for free online before I actually purchase. We have a local site for our neighborhood, I suppose, and any time that I know I'm going to have to buy something, I always shoot a message in the group and ask if anyone has anything that I could use instead of purchasing it new. I'm also kind of all about the environment, kind of also a geek about that, so it kind of goes hand in hand. So I always check that site. I like getting used things because I feel like it's a little more broken in. I love it. People always have, I guarantee you, if you need something, someone else probably has it sitting in their garage or sitting in a drawer that they're more than willing to get rid of. I know if I have some junk laying around, I'm like, please take it, get out of my house. I don't want it, don't want it. I'd love to buy in bulk. Unfortunately, bulk stores around me have still been closed due to Corona. Hoping everything kind of opens up back soon, because that was something I really love doing with all my reusable jars, and so awesome. But everything's been closed. They've been putting, I feel like it really defeats the purpose. They've been putting the bulk items inside plastic, already pre-weighed out bags. 9 times out of 10, they're not the right amount that I want anyways, and I feel like that kind of defeats the purpose of buying in bulk. Granted, it's a little bit cheaper, but kind of defeats the purpose of buying in bulk. We have a running joke in my household that I would sell anything that I own. I I've been trying to save money, and I can only work so many hours in a day to make more money. So I don't buy that much stuff to start with, but I did start selling stuff. I sold my desk chair. For a very long time, I had a default standing desk because I decided to sell my desk chair. I sold a fish tank. My rat cage got upgraded, so sold that. I sell everything that I can, essentially. If I want to get rid of it, try and sell it before you just give it away. Think about what free services you can offer. Can you pick up some dog poop? Can you rake someone's lawn? Can you mow someone's lawn? What free service that you don't have to spend money to do? Granted, like, it's little things like maybe gas for a lawnmower, but what free services can you offer people in your neighborhood that they'll come back to you for if you do a good job? Granted, so just think about what services can you offer people. Always borrow stuff. Once again, with the thing, if you need something, someone, I guarantee, has it in their closet, in their garage. Do you need to borrow a lawnmower? Say, hey, I'll give you $5. Let me borrow your lawnmower versus buying it. Well, just borrow it from people. Saves the environment. Oh, I got the next idea from Amber Allen. She's an eco-minimalist on YouTube and Instagram, and I've loved her for a very, very long time, and she's kind of known for her no-spend challenges that she does. So for a month, you only spend money on the necessities. I think I'm kind of beyond that, where I don't really buy junk in general anyways, so whenever I do buy something, it's generally always something I need anyways. Oh, I do pantry cleanouts a lot, where I won't buy any new groceries for like probably 3 weeks is probably the most I can last, because I eat a lot of fruits and vegetables, and unfortunately, you run out of those after a while anyways. So I do a pantry clean out, get rid of all the beans and rice and vegetables, and then I'll go buy new stuff. You don't realize how much stuff just stays in your pantry grocery trip after grocery trip after grocery trip until you actually do it. So when I do spend money, I do enjoy buying higher quality items, which is typically the more expensive items. So I'm willing and able to spend $50 on something that's going to last me longer than something that costs $5. Like, I have a Hydro Flask water bottle. Those things are $50, but I've had the same one for probably 5-6 years now, and I like it. Like it a lot. But you gotta buy stuff you enjoy sometimes too. Life would be miserable. What's the point of having money if you can't spend it? So once I save my money and invest my money, the money that's in my checking account is kind of my free play money, if we're being honest. One realistic tip that's I think you turn 21 and everyone thinks you need to be a full-fledged adult and everything and go spend all your life savings. Everyone keeps asking me when I'm going to move out. I'm 21, still living with my parents. I think it's because I own my own company that everyone expects me not to live at home or not to want to live at home. I have zero problem saving my money and living at home. Don't want to pay rent. Don't want to pay a mortgage. I love my parents. We have a great relationship, so it's not difficult to live with them. Obviously, we have the same arguments and issues that any parent and child have. But overall, they're not kicking me out. I'm not leaving anytime soon. I'm thinking probably within the next 5 years. However, hopefully I'll have enough money saved up to be able to buy my house with cash in hand, not have to deal with a mortgage, not have to deal with renting and anything like that. So, saving up my money. Funny story. So, for Christmas, everyone gives me gift cards. I got a gift card to Amazon. First thing I purchased was stuff I needed. I knew in the near future I was going to need to buy cat litter and cat food, and stock up on it when you have that extra money is my tip. If you get an extra $10 here, stock up on something that you might need versus just not, and then that money just sits there and it's like, oh, what am I going to do with this $10? Let me just spend it on junk and everything. So I kind of try and stock up when I have some extra money for stuff that I know I'm going to need in the near future. Obviously, all this depends on a variety of factors. I'm very blessed to be living at home, having my car paid off, low expenses, low overhead, groceries and gas, insurance, probably my biggest expenses out there, which I think is awesome. And school, obviously. School is expensive, but that is one major thing that I'm very blessed that my parents, that investment account, I think it's stated that it has to be used mostly. Some portion of it has to be used for schooling, so hopefully I'm hoping to have all my AA degree already paid for, and hopefully part of my MBA paid for. So yeah, I mean, I'm very blessed and very privileged overall. So I'm sure not all these tips will work for everyone, but take what you can, do what you can with what you can. Have a great rest of your day and see you next time.
Thank you so much for listening to the Hustle Culture Podcast. If you enjoyed listening, please hop onto Apple Podcasts and leave us a review. If you did not enjoy for whatever reason, let us know what you'd like to see differently. If you'd like to help us grow, follow us on Instagram at Hustle Culture Podcast or on my personal Instagram at SLOANEKORDISH. I'm so excited to grow with you. See you next Monday. Bye.